Hi everyone, so today we are going to plant up some roses. I got some white roses for around the cottage area, some orange smoothie daylilies, and some yarrow, terracotta, and get some things going on over there. I think the white roses will look good like this Oscar Peterson, but these are going to be the JP Connell ones I'm planting, but they'll be similar color and texture. So let's get started. For this planting, I'm going to have to cut back the roses. There's a lot of dead on them. These were on sale at Walmart for half price, and these are hardy zone 3 is what they say, and they are a hardy rose, JP Connell. I really like them because I'm doing a grouping of orange here with the orange roses, and then I want to calm it down with white in here. And you can see where they're going. Now I'm going to come back through with cardboard and cardboard these and dirt. My arbor is still not in. Not sure if it's going to come in. I'll give it another week or two. There's no rush, but that will pull this whole thing together Rob is working hard. He is starting on replacing the sprinklers. So when we took the trees out, the sprinkler lines had been there quite a while, and they were underneath the root ball of the poplars. So the roots got cut, and the sprinkler line also got cut when the roots were grinded down. And we knew that going into it. We went and looked at it, met with the guy and talked about it, and we accepted that fact, which was okay, because we were going to probably have to move him anyhow for this raised bed. So you can see how this is going. So lots of progress happening, lots of work happening. It takes time to get things right, and that's what we're doing. But in the meantime, I'm going to put some roses in and some orange smoothie daylilies. I only managed to get 2. They were on sale, and that was all I was able to get. A woman grabbed the other 2. And then to give it some wispiness in the bed, I'm adding 2 terracotta yarrow in an orange tint that fades out to a yellow. So between the white of the roses and the oranges, it should be really pretty. And this is just the beginning of the planting area here. There's more coming. So let's get started digging these in. So all the holes are dug now for the roses. I planted the orange smoothie and the terracotta yarrows in here already. And then I dug 3 more holes for the roses. There's going to be 3 on this side, 2 on this side, and you'll have to excuse the hole in the middle because that's the sprinkler line. So I've dug around it so I don't interfere with it. And everything else will be planted pretty much on top. But for the roses, I want to give them a good deep hole so that they winterize. So the next thing we need to do with these roses is I need to prune them up. Because they were on sale, they have been mistreated, so they all need to be pruned. All right, got some better pruners here, and we'll just snip right through that. Oh, that makes such a huge difference, and finish cleaning that up. I just got to get the right angle on it. Yeah, that makes a huge difference, and that's the key, right? Is to clean them all up, get all the dead branches off, and give them a good healthy start when they've been neglected. And I'm just looking to see where those branches are coming out, and they're right there, so I'm going to take that off right there. And then I'm going to look, excuse the motorbikes, right there, and I think that's about as good as that one's going to get, so we'll do the next one. All right, that one's in the ground. 4 left. Now, to plant these in the ground, the thorns are really heavy duty on these. You can see them there. So I'm using leather gloves and handling them very carefully. You can see my gloves right here. So let's prune this one. This one's got a lot more dead on it. So I'm just going to come through down low and pull those out, and so I don't have to handle them. I'm just going to use the pruners to handle them, and we're just going to clean them out. There's no rules on how you clean these roses out when they're in bad shape. See, that one's totally bad, but you want to get the dead off, right, and all the garbage out of there. So here, you look right here, we have a green shoot, so we want to take off only the dead shoots and leave that green one, just like that. Same with this one. We're going to look here, dead, we're going to take that off. Over here, dead, and then we're going to clean it up from the top. We've got some green growth here, but if we take it off, we should be able to stimulate new growth. Same with over here, this one's dead cane. You're going to come in carefully without cutting the main bark and take that one off. And then I'm just going to take off any dead leaves, and it already looks better. But let's turn it around and look at the other side, because we have a point here that has been waxed. You can see here it's been waxed, but if we look at it closely, there's some dead shoots right there. we can get a good look at it. This is dead. So we're going to cut it down right to where, oh boy, a little bit lower, I guess. And take that off. There, I got it. I had to use 2 hands. I had to put down the camera to get it. So now this one can be planted too. It's nice and clean, you can see. I probably could take this maybe a little bit more. I'll just use my pruners upside down. There, now that's a clean rose. And that's the way they should be. So you can see, I've left the main body. There's lots of air movement in it, and it's ready to go. So that will help that plant out immensely, besides getting put in the ground. The hardest part of doing these roses was digging the holes because this was an area, and I said because twice, sorry. Because this was an area with trees in it, I did hit roots. So you can see here some of the roots I hit and cut. But I'm quite happy to cut those roots because it means they won't spread any further. I cut off the supply of energy to the rest of the little shoots that are coming up in the lawn. And I will have to treat them in the lawn, but that will help kill them. So the other thing you can do when you're killing these, I'm planting roses, so normally I wouldn't, but if you're doing any sort of digging, when you cut a root, a poplar root or a tree root that spreads, dab the end with some sort of stump or root killer that you have. And that will also help to send it down the line of the stem and kill the rest of the shoots. All right, so let's trim this one up. You can see this one's very gnarly, and gnarly is a good term for it, and we're going to clean it right up here. So I'm just going to turn it on its side first and have a look here at what we got. Sometimes it means like coming through here and taking out. Yeah, see, that was crunchy. That one was definitely shot. There's another one there that's shot, and I'm just going to feel down, and that one is coming across from over here. So we're just going to do this one stem at a time because sometimes you have to trace the stems to where they go. So we can see in here we have a gnarly stem right there. So I want to keep that center one. Just take that out. Take this one out. There we go. And then I'm going to turn it again. We have gnarly stems right here. I'll take that off. And then that one is gnarly right down to the end. So we're going to take that off. And then we're going to look at this one here, which has shoots coming out of it, you can see. And I'm going to take it off right there, and right there. And that one has a shoot coming out of it, so I'm not going to cut the main stem. I'm just going to pull off any dead leaves. And that one's done. So although it looked really, really bad, because these are a hardy rose, and these are JP Connell, these are good for zone 3. They're a vigorous upright shrub, which I forgot to tell you, produce beautiful double lemony blooms. They start in June to flower and continue all season long. They're going to grow 1.5 meters high, 3 to 4 otherwise, let's just say 3 to 5 feet high. So this is perfect for being in front of a fence that's going to be in here. So she's looking better now. So to coordinate everything in this garden, I have painted the shed wall green. Now I haven't painted the front because the wood needs to be replaced, but I did paint the wall. And what I'm doing with that wall is I'm taking this basket here and I'm going to make a flower arrangement, which is coming up next, and we're going to put it on that wall to give it some color. And I have painted this with copper, but I need to give it another coat. So I think the copper trellis looks really good in this bed with the green. I think it'll look good on the shed. I've added 3 cabbage, 3 cauliflower, 3 broccoli, and of course an eggplant. and it just perks this bed up a bit. I've started adding the gravel into the beds, and we're just working through this bit by bit. So I want to keep you guys in the loop on how this cottage garden is going step by step so you can see it from start to finish. I think the green really ties things together from the shed. So the planter is up now, and it looks good. I've filled it with potting soil, and we're going to put some plants in. So one of the first ones I'm going to put in, and these were on sale, and it's a little mangy, is this petunia. No color specified or name, but you can see they're kind of pretty. So if I plant it deep enough, it should be okay. And then I'm going to mix it with some magenta wave petunias. So purple tie-dye is what this petunia is called. And I'm going to put it in here and on this side and fill this in. All right, so I put some sunflowers up there. They're just metal, and I think they look pretty. They draw attention there until the flowers branch out. I may add a few more things for whimsy touch over there, but so far I think it's looking really good. It was a blank shed. Now it's got something on it. A couple butterflies in there would be pretty, I think, or dragonflies. So I might have to add something like that. But for the most part, that is done. Now I need to come back through there and backfill along the edge there where you see the mulch with soil and build it up. Then you won't see the edge where the paints meet. So that will clean it right up. Things are coming along. It's looking good. And we're making some progress. And that's what I want to share with you. I want to share with you the progress we are making on this bit by bit, so you can see how it all comes together in the end. I don't think it's fair that I come in and do it all and then show you the finished product so you don't see the work and the effort that goes into it, because it is a lot of work. So that's it for this video. We're going to wrap it up now, and next video I'll show you some more progress that we're doing. I'm gradually putting rock down here between the beds, and we're doing it very strategically because we're still hauling dirt, and this will clean up the beds. And I'm planting a few things as I go along just to get some harvest going. There's still a couple months left, a month and a half, 2 months to get some produce. So I'm just adding a few things in that grow fairly fast or established. All the broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage were plants I got on sale at Walmart. So they're good fillers because I won't be able to grow the seed in time for those. So thank you very much for watching. And don't forget, videos are Monday through Friday. There may be the odd day where I don't video, but stay with me, you guys, because there's lots more coming. And share in the comments how you feel about what I'm doing. Does it look okay? And remember, I'm going to decorate that wall a bit more of the shed as we go through it. But you'll notice we have to replace that side. So a little bit more work required on the shed. Bye, everyone.